Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's Williams on the catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the
Charles,
play.
Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They run for it with Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's got it. And he's brought down. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Wilson, his pass caught at the 4. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. 14. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
If I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game. first challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Murray finds the open target, Arnold. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is Kenyon Drake, 5th-year man from Alabama. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. Returnable for Lockett.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Can't do that. Let's go.
Automatic first down.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at the...
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
On the throwaway.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Intended for...
And the end result of that play,
Incomplete.
you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
5-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Again, Wilson. Buying time to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Throwing again here, Wilson. Steps, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Recovered by the Seahawks.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the gun, Wilson dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Working with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Wilson forced out to it. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
On the play. Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash mark, this is a 38-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Zane Gonzalez to kick.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning the drive 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stuff. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second and goal from the 1. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7.
For Arizona.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
5-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Wilson being chased out left. He'll run it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now Wilson on 3rd down. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
The 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Devontae Freeman. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes?
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. On the return, it's Taylor. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up
second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He's got it to Williams. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Murray now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Midfield.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Murray's pass intended for Max Williams.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Wilson will throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
To Kenyon Drake.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
8-yard pickup. And
Shotgun now from Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Williams.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get